Hello, I'm Martin, I'm the race engineer, and today I'm going to show you how we can change our setup using camber washers. These come in different changes, so you can add more or less camber to the car. And you simply do this by replacing the camber washer on the top knuckle bolt, like so. Changing the camber on the car allows the wheels to move like in or out. The camber also affects, as the car rolls when it goes around a corner, allows you to grip more. Here we have our suspension changes. Well, some of the suspension changes that we can make are high and low speed compression. The high speed is adjusted with this purple wheel here, and the low speed is done by this little green flat-headed screw in the center. The high speed compression affects how fast the wheel is allowed to travel up when it hits a bump or a rut. The low speed compression affects how much the car leans in the corners. And here I'm going to demonstrate the rebound that we have with our suspension, which we can change. This dictates how fast and how hard the wheel is forced back into the ground after hitting a rut. It is done simply by rotating this purple dial here, and you can feel there is positive clicks as it goes round. Another one of our various suspension changes that we can make is the ride height of the car. This in the front is done by loosening this lock nut and lowering this ride height nut. When we measure it from this point here, we measure up to the bottom of the lock nut. Changing the ride height of the car is crucial because we want the car, when under braking, to not lift the back wheels off the ground, but to load up the front wheels, as this is where most of the braking happens. And we also want to keep the car far enough above the tarmac or gravel, or the road surface that we are driving over, so that we don't damage any of the underside of the car. We don't want it too high, because then the car will roll more in the corners and be a lot more unstable. So here we have the toe of the car. We adjust this by putting on our custom-made string kit. We measure the back of the car from the measuring face on this bar to the string, like so, and that then gives us our base measurement. We then come to the front of the car, and we will take that base measurement and then take away 1 millimeter off the measurement to allow for the degrees of toe in that we require. We adjust the toe in by undoing this lock nut here and then turning the tie rod, which has a 13 millimeter hexagon cut into it, to adjust this bar out or in as required, and then it is locked off using the lock nut. The purpose of adjusting the toe of the car is to allow for added traction and superior stability when driving down the road. Because if you have too much toe out, the car will grip well into corners, but under power and on extended straights and at high speed, the car will be unstable as it will try and lurch from side to side.